title, Slay the Gods, Ashes of a Forgotten Throne. Kael stood at the base of Mount Thoron, where the sky kissed fire and the gods watched like cruel stars. Once this place had been his. Once his name was carved into the winds. Now he bore no crown, only a rusted sword and a name spoken in taverns with dread. He remembered the moment of his fall. "You question judgment?" thundered the celestial tribunal. "I question cruelty," he replied, "and your silence." For that they shattered his divinity. They flung him into the mortal dust, where gods are myths and faith is pain. But they made one mistake. They left him alive. In the centuries since, Kael had walked broken lands, gathering weapons forged in hate, wisdom chiseled from scars, and names of gods who had once called him brother. Today's name was Miris, goddess of memory. She had once whispered his triumphs into the minds of mortals. Now she hoarded souls, feeding on forgotten dreams to preserve her eternity. Kael found her in a mirrored hall of obsidian, where each step reflected his old face, bright eyes, golden mantle, untouchable. She looked up from her throne of minds. "You," she whispered, "you shouldn't exist." "No," Kael replied, "I should never have." He raised the rusted blade. Miris laughed. "That toy cannot harm me. It remembers nothing." Kael smiled faintly. "Then let me remind it." He struck, and the blade howled. Not metal, but memory itself awakening. Fragments of prayers, tears of worshippers, the roar of battle, echoes buried deep in the steel. The sword remembered, and in that remembering it cut through immortality. Miris fell. Not in pain, but in sorrow. "I kept your stories," she whispered, "even when they erased you." Kael looked down. A single tear rolled down her cheek, his cheek once, long ago. He closed her eyes. "I'll carry your memory," he said. The hall crumbled, the mirrors shattered, and Kael walked into the snow, dragging the blade of echoes behind him. Above, the stars flickered uneasily, and in a silver temple far away, the god of judgment stirred, frost cracking his lips. "He comes," he said, "the one we made mortal, the god who remembers what it is to bleed."